as Nigeria takes over the presidency of the Airport Council International Africa region. Principal parties in the aviation industry say the election signifies the high rating and acknowledgement of the pivotal role Nigeria is playing in the air transport industry in Africa. It will be recalled that the managing director of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, Sale Dunoma, was elected last week during ACI Africa Conference in Maputo, the capital of Mozambique. The National Association of Aircraft Pilots and Engineers has advised the federal government to take advantage of foreign airlines pulling out of Nigeria to empower domestic airlines to take over their slots. The NAPE president, Isaac Balami, says this situation presents an opportunity for our airlines to come up. Let Arik, Medview, and other airlines that want to fly international bring in powerful machines such as Airbuses to compete. He also stressed the need for job protection for Nigerian pilots, saying that government should discourage foreigners from taking over the jobs that local engineers and pilots can do. He adds that the domination of the country's aviation sector by expatriates is unbecoming. The Nigeria Air Traffic Controllers Association, NATCA, has asked the federal government to declare a state of emergency over what NATCA describes as the poor and lingering problem of communication between ATC and pilots, and between controller communication at the two area control centers in Kano and Lagos.
Kano, reporting November Golf Romeo 281.
November Golf Romeo 281, right?
The body of air traffic controllers insist the poor communication has remained a nightmare to both pilots and ATCs in the country. The chief executive of Qantas Australian National Airline, Alan Joyce, says airfares on international routes have fallen below the levels they were at 12 months ago due to stiffer competition. Qantas is pointing to particular challenges on the hotly contested Kangaroo route between Australia and London. Joyce said Qantas was examining whether to launch a non-stop flight between Perth and London with Boeing 787 aircraft due to be delivered from 2017 to gain a competitive advantage.
As we said in our full-year results in August, despite the advantages we have, the Qantas Group is not completely immune from the headwinds impacting the industry. Like most other global carriers, intense competition on international routes means that we are seeing airfares below where they were 12 months ago. And the economic transition in Australia and broader geopolitical issues in the Northern Hemisphere continue to have an impact on aviation markets globally.
Heathrow Airport. It's one of the world's busiest travel hubs, welcoming about 75 million passengers a year. Currently operating at around 99% capacity, Heathrow has been given the green light to build a third runway after a long-awaited decision on airport expansion. The new runway should nearly double its capacity to about 138 million passengers by 2050. Officials had also considered a plan to expand London's Gatwick Airport, which had lobbied for permission to add a runway. But the government said it chose Heathrow because of its strong links to long-haul international markets.
As a result of that discussion, Mr. Speaker, the government has decided to accept that recommendation. We believe that the expansion of Heathrow Airport and the North West Runway scheme, in combination with a significant package of supporting measures on the scale recommended by the Airports Commission, offers the greatest level of benefit to passengers, business, and to help us deliver the broadest possible benefit to the whole of the United Kingdom.
In 2015, a 3-year independent inquiry set up by the government recommended that option, subject to a list of conditions over night flights, noise, and air quality.
All three of these are well-crafted proposals, and any one of them could bring benefits to the United Kingdom. Well, that's one alternative on the table. The other side of the argument is that the arrival of new aircraft like the Airbus A350, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, makes it more possible to run point-to-point aviation in a way that wasn't possible in the past, at a much lower cost. So there are genuinely competing arguments.
5 local councils around Heathrow, including Maidenhead, the area where Prime Minister Theresa May represents, have hired a law firm to fight Heathrow expansion. Other opposition groups have also said they're likely to consider legal action against a new runway there.
The question here is that we have to, in my view, take a decision that's in the interest of our nation. What delivers us the best connectivity, the right approach for the future, at a time when we want to grow international trade links, open up new opportunities for Britain. Of course there will be opposition, of course there will be challenge, whatever we do.
$22 billion for the additional third runway is surely an ambitious and expensive project. But this decision puts an end to decades of indecision after more than 25 years of debate. This is our curtain call on the program. Once more, we look forward to your comments and suggestions on our feedback platforms. I'm Bukola Joe Oketumbi. Thanks for sharing your time with us.